if I look really tired, it's because I just took a 40-minute crash nap. So there's that. Hi everyone, welcome to Things Lucy Reads. I'm Luce and this is my Queer Lit Readathon 3 TBR video. The Queer Lit Readathon is a biannual readathon run by Kathy and Rogan. I will link their channels down below, and for the last 2 rounds they have had a guest host, and joining them this time as a host is Yvette from Book Cave, and I will link her channel down below as well. The readathon is running from June 2nd to June 8th. Once again, there is a bingo board of challenges that you can either choose to fulfill or not fulfill. It's totally up to you. I'm going to attempt them. I have 4 books on my TBR and they plus the group book will make total blackout, but I'm not certain if I'm going to read the group book. We'll see. Group book is We Set the Dark on Fire by Taylor K. Mayhew, which I don't have a copy of, but there is an ebook copy at my library, so if I feel like reading it when it comes to the readathon, I will do it via that. So apart from read the group book, the first challenge for this readathon is to read a book in which you see yourself. It doesn't have to be in terms of identity. It can be like, if the main character likes apricots and you also like apricots, that counts. Anything at all that you have in common with the protagonist will be fine. Read a book with a rainbow cover, so a cover that features prominently any color of the rainbow. A free square, for which I have chosen read a sequel as the challenge. Read a known voices book. Read a non-fiction book. Read a new to you author, read a book with a disabled main character, read a translated book, read a graphic novel, read a book with a trans main character, and that can be any identity on the trans spectrum, so it doesn't have to be specifically trans. It can be genderqueer, gender fluid, agender, non-binary, anything goes. Read a book where the author and or the main character is a person of color. Read a middle grade book, read a historical fiction book, read a science fiction or fantasy book, and read a book that was recommended to you. And it can have been recommended by literally anyone. Again, anything goes. The first book on my TBR is Lumberjanes Volume 8. This will fit for the challenges See Yourself. Mal and Molly both like girls, and I like girls, so it counts. Read a sequel. This is Volume 8 in a series. Read a graphic novel. Read a book with a trans main character. The character Joe in Lumberjanes is trans. Read a middle grade book, because Lumberjanes is a middle grade series, and it might be a little bit of a stretch to call it science fiction fantasy, but a lot of weird shit happens, so it's also not that far out of the realm of possibility. The next book on my TBR is The Soldier Scoundrel by Cat Sebastian, which is an MM romance novel, and so that counts for the historical fiction square. Also counts for read a new to you author, read a book that was recommended to you, and read a book with a disabled main character. One of the 2 main characters is disabled, obviously. I don't know which one or how, but it was shelved on Goodreads by someone I trust as having a disabled MC, so I will believe them. The next book is Finding Nevo by Nevo Zissin. This is a memoir by a non-binary Australian author, so it will be fitting for the challenges Own Voices, Non-Fiction, and Rainbow Cover. It is extremely orange. And then the final book on my TBR is Kase-san and Shortcake by Hiromi Takashima, and this is for the translated and author or main character of color squares. So yeah, those are the books I'm reading for the 3rd round of the Queer Lit Readathon. If you've read any of them, feel free to let me know what you thought. If you're joining this readathon and you have a TBR video, feel free to link it to me down below and I will check it out, or just tell me what you'll be reading if you'll be joining us. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.